Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And today, the Houston Astros lose to the New York Yankees in the first game of a 4-game series as the Astros take a L on the first game after sweeping the Guardians. Not too upset about this game. I mean, I thought the Astros played pretty well. I thought the Astros actually outplayed the Yankees in this game. Just the Astros gave up a couple tough home runs in the gave up a couple tough home runs in the first inning. One of them, the first one, was a 2-run shot. Astros got off to a rough start in the first inning. Their offense was okay. Their offense was way better than the Yankees. I mean, if you look at the two offenses, I mean, Glaber if you look in the first inning, Judge did walk, and then Stanton, after Judge walked, would hit a home run in the first inning, and then after that, McKinney hits a home run. They hit 2 hits in the first inning. They only had 5 in the ball game, so only 3 hits after the first inning in this ball game. So I mean, Astros had 4 more hits than them. They just had one more run. This wasn't a real offensive game on either sides. This is a rivalry as well between the two sides. And also, I mean, New York's also played really well against us when we're in New York. And after the Astros got a sweep, played their butts off against the Guardians in a 3-game series, swept the Guardians. I know it's the Guardians. They had a no-hitter in the second game of the series, scored 7 runs in the first game of the series to win 7-3. They only gave up 7 runs in all 3 games, and had a no-hitter in that second game as well. Completed the sweep. Their hitting was good in that series. Not only was their hitting good in that series with the Guardians, but their pitching was really good too, only giving up 7 runs in those 3 games. So it's a tough way to start off this series, but and especially when the Rangers pull off a sweep against the White Sox today. But I think the Astros should be able to bounce back in this series tomorrow, and maybe even the rest of the series. But we'll see. Astros lose 3-4. 9 hits for the Astros, 5 for the Yankees, 0 errors in the ballgame. Win goes to King. He's 3-4 in the season. He pitched almost 2 innings, 1.2 innings pitched, gave up 1 hit, 0 earned runs, and 2 strikeouts with 0 walks. Really good outing for him. Kendall Graveman, who the Astros sent Corey Lee, their 5th best prospect, for in a trade to acquire Kendall Graveman, who pitched for the Astros in 2021 after the Astros traded for him in 2021. Pitched his second game since coming back to the Astros. His first game was okay, but not great. This one not even better. He gets the loss. He's 3-5 on the season now. Pitched 1.1 innings pitched. I think he got the last out. Yeah, he got the last out of the 5th inning. Was really good in the last out of the 5th inning to get the Astros out of a jam. And then not so great in the 6th inning for the Astros. Gives up 1 hit, 1 earned run, did get 2 strikeouts, and also gave up a walk. So got the 2 strikeouts, but at the same time, gave up a hit and a run and a walk. Save goes to Holmes, his 15th save of the season. He pitched in the 9th inning, of course, gave up 2 hits, though. 0 earned runs, 0 strikeouts, 0 walks. Does get the save, even though he gave up 2 hits to Chas McCormick and Mauricio Dubon. Scoring summary. So first inning, you have 2 home runs. Giancarlo Stanton, home run to left center, 430 feet. Judge scored. That was a bomb, 2-0. First inning, McKinney, home run to right, 401 feet. It's 3-0. Second inning, the Astros bounce back and score 2. The Astros get it started when Yordan Alvarez hits a second, or not a hit, it's a walk for Yordan. And then second inning, Jose Abreu hits a single to center. So now you got 2 runners on in the second inning. Ultimately, Chas McCormick would end up striking out. And you got 2 runners on with 1 out. And Jake Myers comes up to the plate. I don't know how Yordan was able to get to third. Maybe there was a wild pitch or a pass ball. But Jake Myers was grounded out to third. Alvarez scored. So an RBI for Jake Myers. Then next thing you know, Martin Maldonado comes up to the plate for the Astros with Jose Abreu at third base. Or was Jose Abreu at second base, actually? I can't remember. I wasn't watching the game when Myers hit the ground out for the Astros to score their first run, but I was watching when Maldonado hit the single for the Astros to cut the deficit to 1. Maldonado, who had a amazing day today for Martin Maldonado. An RBI and went 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Here is one of them. Second inning, single to left. Jose Abreu scored. It's 2-3. Then the sixth inning, the Astros tie the ball game up. Tucker home run to right, 375 feet, and is tied up at 3. Sixth inning, Graveman gets a couple of runners on, or maybe one. It was one runner on. I think Graveman gave up a walk. Yeah, Graveman gave up a walk. Harrison Bader got a walk. That was the walk Graveman gave up, and then next thing you know, Bader stole second base, and then Anthony Volpe hit a single to right. Bader scored 3-4. That's the final score. Batting summary for the Astros. I mean, besides Maldonado having 3 hits, no one was that great in the lineup tonight. I mean, nobody had, besides Maldonado having the 3 hits for the Astros today, nobody for the Astros had more than 1 hit. So only the person in the Astros lineup today to have multiple hits was Martin Maldonado. Jose Altuve went 1 for 5 today, had a first inning single to left. He had the day off. He had the day off yesterday, and that was it. But I think it was the second game he played. He had a really good game on Tuesday when he played, but yeah, I mean, solid day by Altuve. He did ground it. Well, he reached base. He reached base 4 times today, but only had 1 single because he had 3 fielder's choices. So he had in the 5th inning had a fielder's choice, 7th inning had a fielder's choice, 9th inning had a fielder's choice. So not a bad day. The 9th inning he didn't reach base there because that was the last bat of the game. But a little bit of an off day for Jose Altuve in this series opener, but he'll pick it back up. Jeremy Pena, who was just absolutely amazing in that ALCS series against the New York Yankees, struggled today. He was over 4. Kyle Tucker with that. Besides that home run in the 6th inning to tie the ball game up, that was it for Kyle Tucker today, going 1 for 4. Alex Bregman was 0 for 4 as well. Jordan Alvarez was 1 for 3. He did have a second inning walk and scored a run in that second inning, and then he had a single to right in the 6th inning for the Astros. Jose Abreu was 1 for 3 for the Astros today. He had a single to center, Alvarez to second, and scored a run in that second inning, and he reached base in the 4th inning when he was hit by a pitch. Chas McCormick was 1 for 4. He had a single to right in the 9th inning to keep the Astros alive in the 9th inning. Ultimately, the Astros wouldn't be able to tie the ball game up in the 9th inning, but Chas McCormick still tried to help them do that with a single in the 9th inning. After Chas hit 2 home runs in yesterday's ball game, Chas only has a single today. Jake Myers, although he did have an RBI ground out in the 2nd inning, Jake had no hits today and was 0 for 3, but an RBI for Jake Myers though. Yanner Diaz did pinch hit for Jake Myers in the 9th inning. He did not play today because Maldonado started at catcher with Javi pitching. I don't think that was I love Yanner Diaz, and I want him to be the everyday starter, but I'm not mad that the Astros started with Maldonado today because that did, I'm not saying Yanner Diaz shouldn't be the everyday starter because he should be, but Maldonado did prove himself today and had a good day for the Astros. Speaking of Maldonado, but Yanner Diaz did go 0 for 1 in his only at-bat as a pinch hitter. Maldonado, 3 singles today. I mean, that has to be the first game of the whole season, Maldonado. I mean, he's batting 177. That has to be the first game of the whole season Maldonado's reached base every single time, or how to hit every single time in all of his at-bats. First at-bat, RBI single in the 2nd inning. Second at-bat, 5th inning, single to left. 7th inning, single to left. Really solid day for Maldi today. Mauricio Dubon would pinch hit. Even though Maldonado went 3 for 3 today, Dusty Baker did not trust him in the 9th inning with Chas McCormick at first base and 2 outs. So he put in Mauricio Dubon, where Mauricio Dubon had an infield single to pitcher and McCormick to second to keep the Astros alive, but Jose Altuve wouldn't be able to tie the game up for the Astros. Christian Javier, let's go over the pitchers for the Astros today. Christian Javier, I don't know. He pitched a lot. He pitched 102 pitches in not even a full 5 innings, 4.2. Gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Not a bad day for Javi today, but not a good day either. Kendall Graveman would be his reliever, and he was the losing pitcher today because of giving that run up to Volpe. He pitched the last out of the 5th inning. In the 6th inning, he gave up a hit, an earned run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. So that's his second game pitching as an Astro again. Rafael Montero would end up pitching in the seventh inning for the Astros. He's been playing way better recently. He did give up 2 walks today, but did have a strikeout. His ERA has gone down fully one down. I mean, his ERA was like 6.90, 6.97, something like that. His ERA has gone down all the way to 5.87. Ever since before the All-Star break, he's been amazing for the Astros. He's been looking like that old reliever he used to be for the Stros. So, I mean, he's been looking really good for the Astros recently, and it's been something really good to see. He did give up 2 walks today, but 0 hits given up, 0 runs. I think, he's pitched about 7 or 8, maybe 9 times before the game. The game before the All-Star break, we were playing the Mariners, and he pitched like 2 innings in that ball game. I think he only gave up like 1 hit and 1 walk and 0 runs and like 3 strikeouts. And then ever since the All-Star break, he's probably pitched in 6 or 7 games, and he's been fantastic. And he was playing terrible for the Astros, before that outing against the Mariners before the All-Star break happened. So it's been great to see him, starting to pitch way better for the Astros. But let's hope he can keep that up. Phil Maton would pitch in the 8th inning. He has been struggling recently. Montero started to before the All-Star break happened. Montero started to pitch better, and Maton started to pitch worse. But decent game from Maton today when he pitched the 8th inning. Had a strikeout, 0 hits given up, 0 earned runs, which has been a problem for him. Before this outing for Phil Maton, his last 8 outings, he's given up 10 runs. So good to see him not give up a run. He didn't give up a walk either. So better out there for Phil Maton today. Tough loss for the Astros to start off this series, but I have a feeling the Astros will go back out there tomorrow and tie this series up at 1 apiece. Use them your thoughts, Astros fans. That's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, and peace out. Go Astros.